Hey yo, yeah, you know what time it is. You already know how we do, man. You already know how we get down, you feel me? So just relax. You already know. Get you something nice to drink, fam. Yo, welcome to Toast Up Tuesdays. Support your drinks up, fam, and settle in. I said it's Toast Up Tuesdays. So come and get your fix here at 8 p.m. Yeah, welcome to Toast Up Tuesdays. Support your drinks up, fam, and settle in. I said it's Toast Up Tuesdays. So come and get your fix here at 8 p.m. Y'all know what time it is, so peep the profile. It's 8 o'clock sharp, it's about to go down. If you ain't know, then I bet you know now. It's Cool Ass L on the set with Mo Jowls. You know the steeds, cause they do it with these. Uncomparable, a vibe that you wouldn't believe. Please, already know how we rockin'. We keepin' it poppin'. And the next topic could be in the comments, We ain't stoppin', so relax and peep. Be in the loop, cause they always got their ear to the street. Shit. We keep it live in the OH10. Love what we showin' here. You know the vibes, cause we goin' in. Know what we doing, cause we doing it well. How we maneuver when we move and gon' always prevail. We got the game on smash, we ain't coming to fail. Raise your glass, talk with Mo Jowls along Michelle. Well, yo, welcome to Toast Up Tuesdays. Support your drinks up, fam, and settle in. I said it's Toast Up Tuesdays. So come and get your fix here at 8 p.m. Yeah, welcome to Toast Up Tuesdays. Support your drinks up, fam, and settle in. I said it's Toast Up Tuesdays. So come and get your fix here at 8 p.m.
Welcome to Toast Up Tuesday. Whoa. We got a doozy today. We got a doozy today. Welcome to Toast Up Tuesday.
What's going on, Lauren Michelle?
What's poppin', Mo Jowls? How you feeling? How you living?
You know, I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out, rest in peace, Biggie Smalls. You know, it's big day today.
Biggie, can't you see?
You know what it is.
Sometimes the word hypnotize me. No, but what's popping, everybody in the comments? Welcome to Toast Up Tuesday. I see Taylor, my dude, J5, Turquoise, C. Berry on YouTube, Daryl, Kiana, Danielle, Malcolm, everybody in the building.
Hey, I know. Listen, y'all ready for it. Y'all
crazy. And listen. So before we get started, make sure y'all share this. Y'all know the vibes. Make sure I got a piece of hair in my face. But make sure y'all share this. We want to make sure everybody gets to tune in tonight. Everybody gets to see the show tonight. Make sure y'all share this.
And listen, we got a ways to go. We got to get through the show, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it go. Our guest's going to come on at the 8:30 mark, you know, and we're going to have a nice little conversation tonight.
Y'all got about 27 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But good evening. Someone asked what we were sipping on. Tonight I decided to take a 420 approach, so I'm drinking a drinkable here tonight.
Oh, yeah. I got to give my liver a rest, you know.
I bet.
So, I'm drinking water.
And we're going to get to that in this weekend recap here, you know what I'm saying? What you do this weekend, Mom?
Well, I just came back from my trip to Atlanta. Had a good time down there.
What was you in Atlanta for?
All-Star Weekend.
No, so you went to All-Star Weekend. Did you have a place to stay?
Yeah, I wasn't no U-Haul. I can tell you that much.
Okay, yeah, because I seen some crazy shit going on in the city of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Girls jumping out of U-Hauls, people sleeping in cars, people not having to fly home. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It was
like,
crazy.
I seen a lot of fuck shit going on.
There was a lot of craziness, man, to see, you know, the length that people would go through just to be on the scene. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. I said it couldn't be me. No judgment. the COVID. I know a lot of people have COVID now. I know for a fact that the COVID numbers will definitely rise after All Star Weekend. So, but you had a good
Oh,
time, I take it.
hold on. Give me 1 second so I can show y'all.
Where he go? Why we got always? Why we gotta? Oh, I
We'll let
thought you
y'all
was about
know
to do that.
I was negative today, so I went and got my test today.
Oh,
So
you
I'm good
went.
out here. I'm good out here.
Okay. Okay. So you got, at least you were being responsible and seeing it if you did have COVID or not, because I know it's some
Absolutely.
people. I know it's some people on the man down list and had to call off. Let's just say they gonna be quarantined because it was a lot of shit going on. But it looked like y'all have fun, and I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Did you spend a lot of money? I heard they was waxing.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh, okay. Okay. You might want to pick up a couple extra hours at work.
Nah, we good over here, but
Okay. My bad. See, show me the guys since you got
we
it. You know
good.
what I'm saying?
But hey, you know what the crazy part is though, man? Like literally, people were putting down their windows or keeping their doors unlocked because they didn't want people breaking in their shit. They rather you saying you just go in it, take whatever you want
The
without
jack boys
having.
was out. Like a lot of
Oh
cars
yeah,
had no tires. You know what I
they
mean?
was
It
on
was
break.
left on the rim.
They was on
Yeah,
break.
and I said it was real. Like Atlanta had a field day, but a lot of people say the people that lived in Atlanta weren't even out. It was like majority people from out of town. You know what I'm saying? That came out. Came out to Atlanta and just
Those
took over.
them niggas came out. Like they lying. Niggas was out. They was
I
out.
believe it. I believe it. It looked like a good time, but it was that's just still too much for me right now. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So next year, right, is in Cleveland, right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be a lot going on. We definitely got to be a part of that.
Oh, we in there.
Yeah. We
We
in that
trust me. When I
thing.
tell you we in there, we in there.
We in that thing. You know what I'm saying? But no, my weekend, shit,
What you do?
nothing,
How
nothing.
are you getting adjusted to,
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm good
ma'am,
in the
you didn't
house.
answer my question. I said, how are you getting adjusted to,
Life is good. Life is good. Like that's just how I feel.
you know what?
Life
I'm
is
gonna
good.
stop it. Let me stop this. How are you getting adjusted to your boyfriend being home?
Life is good. That's what I'm saying. Like life
All
is
right.
good. Like my life is back to normal.
It's back to normal, normal?
Yeah, like normal. Like it's just,
All right.
So
Cool.
speaking of significant other, thank you guys so much for all the love y'all shown me too for my babe coming home. I appreciate it. It's been crazy. So, but would you let your significant other go to All Star Weekend? Like, absolutely, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for
Yeah.
it if that's what you want to do. Because I feel like All Star Weekend or the neighborhood bar. Because I feel like a dime is a dime anywhere. So you know what I'm saying. I don't care where they at. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, he can go.
What y'all think? Would y'all let y'all significant other go to All Star Weekend?
Yeah, all the women saying why not? Like we could go places with a significant other and still operate as if we have a significant other. Like you got to be able to date somebody that allows you to still have fun.
It be the men that be it be the men that be worried.
I just feel like if you going Niche Clark, I cannot stand you. But listen though, I feel like if you gonna throw, she can go, and I'm single. Never mind. I ain't even gonna entertain the guys on this post because y'all are so jealous when y'all girlfriend want to go to Miami or All Star Weekend or Vegas or whatever carnival, whatever. Like, why? If she gonna cheat here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no idea what just happened right there. Exactly, Kiana. You should be able to have fun, and that's the thing too. A lot of people can't travel with they mate. Like we could go to All Star Weekend with our homies too. You know what I'm saying? To still kick it. That's all I'm saying. What about you, Mo? Can your significant other go to All Star Weekend?
And she can go to Miami Memorial Day weekend, All Star. It don't matter.
That's all I'm saying. I'm going. I'm gonna kick it.
Carabana, but she can't go to Carabana without me. Listen,
Yeah,
I need to
like
get in there.
you should be like I said, have fun with your mate. If you want to go to the strip club, babe, let's go throw some dollars, shake a couple, smack a couple asses. You know what I'm saying? Like have some fun. Like whatever. I ain't insecure. Like I know where my man coming home to, so I ain't insecure.
Okay, all
We
right.
can move on from that because we got a lot to cover before our
Meghan
guests come
Markle
on to
and
the
the
show.
royal family. So let's talk about that. Did you watch the interview?
I watched some of it, like very few of, you know what I'm saying, like bits and pieces. You know what I mean? I had it playing as I was, doing my thing, and I think obviously what bothers everybody the most is them talking about um the color the how dark the baby was going to be, or if he was going to have a title, if he was going to get the same privileges and benefits as anybody else as part of the royal family. Like, I don't even know why it was a conversation.
So
Like,
for
why?
the people who don't know that there was so Meghan Markle did an interview with Oprah, and in the interview, she claims that there were allegations of racism, um, and also she felt that there were she had some suicidal thoughts during her first pregnancy, and this all stems from the lack of support that she had got, the invasiveness of the press that she was getting, and even the royal the institution of the decisions they were making, like you stated, about not giving her son a title, or how she had to learn everything. You're saying pretty much on her own, and they didn't help her. So what do you say to that? Do y'all believe that?
I think it's just corny. Like, I wouldn't even have had the conversation. And I think her husband, like, you know what I mean? Like the way he's standing up for his wife and the way he letting them know like what he's not gonna tolerate. And at the end of the day, that's gonna be his wife, regardless of what's going on. Like, I think that is so dope of him, the way he is standing up for his wife.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I definitely believe it. Like Janelle said, there's racism everywhere, and I think that it saddens me because I thought that the royal family would be something different, but clearly it's not. And I'm glad that she was able to get out of that situation, and I believe that he wouldn't have left all of that, and even she wouldn't have left all of that royalty if it wasn't true. And
Absolutely.
sometimes
Like, he put a lot on the line.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, but wait, somebody said that we see Oprah's house arrest bracelet. I didn't see that at all. Like, at all, about no house arrest bracelet. So if that's the case, did anybody else catch a house arrest bracelet on Oprah's ankle? Because I didn't.
What? Where did you get that from, Jay?
Yeah, like J5 said that. So I just want to know if anybody else had caught it. But anyway, so yeah, I think it's been some insensitive comments. Like, I seen on my timeline today, somebody said Meghan Markle is rich, so she needs to get over it. Like, what does her financial status have to do with the way she's being treated? Like, that makes absolutely no sense to me. And I think it was so insensitive to say. Like, what do you mean, get over it? That's like somebody telling you as a black man in America, get over it. Like, we deal with that. You don't want to hear that. The fuck you
Right.
mean? Like, it was that bothered me a little bit too, with some people being very insensitive.
I
Shout out to
I,
Tyler
I
Perry.
agree. I agree. So I think it was a dope interview. It also bothered me too that like a lot of people saying that she got paid for this, or whatever,
So
which
what if she did?
it wasn't true though. But
I mean, regardless if she did, at the end of the day, it's her time. And if she wants to be paid for her time, then so be it. Just everybody else feel like they want to be paid for their time. So shit, if that's how she feel, that's how I get it. So at the end of the day, yeah, it's always get over it, sis. All the time. All the time. So
mm-hmm.
before we let's move on so we don't Rich the Wealthy Family is basically
Listen,
like a broke uncle that goes to jail every summer for stealing aluminum siding. I don't have no uncle that's still siding though, but I get what you say.
yeah, they were saying she got paid for the interview, or well, at least Oprah, that's what they started off with because a lot of people thought that it was, for a check, a money grab.
But like again, like somebody, like I said before, people want to be paid for their time. I feel like this is no different. So
So people pay for interviews, or at least to have a celebrity.
I'm just
Well, I
saying, like
guess
people want to be paid for their time. If she wanted to be paid for her time, that's her business.
okay.
That's all I'm
All
saying.
right, all right. Moving right along. So we're going to Coming to America. All right, all right. So I'm assuming the black culture we've seen it already, right? If not, goddamn it, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we talking about it. So if you haven't watched it, I don't even think it's anything to spoil. I think you can watch the trailer and get the gist of the movie. Like, I, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't.
Y'all
That's all
lying.
I got.
Y'all lying too. I'm gonna tell y'all lying, man.
Like,
Y'all lying. That movie was not good. It,
I didn't.
it was not good. It was
I
not good.
didn't. Like,
Let me tell you something. I'm a person. I'm a movie lover. I keep tubs of popcorn in my house to watch movies. I make sure I stay out. I cut out time to make sure that I watch movies. Let me tell you something, man. I am a fan of Coming to America, the original. And this was not supposed to be a feel good Disney type movie, and they made it into exactly that.
like the whole part, like I had to start it over because I'm like, wait, I clearly missed the part on how he didn't remember he had a son.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because I
What?
feel as though if this was a woman in this scenario, this movie would not see the light of day. Especially
Huh?
in this, he was drugged and raped.
Oh, that's what you saying. Okay, I was just trying to figure out what angle you was going. But
Like let's call it he was raped. Let's call it for what it is.
yeah. Yeah, but it's like
But and we call it a good movie. Come on, guys.
exactly Maurice is saying that the cameos, like
They went
it
OD.
just was
It was too much.
it was just too much. And a lot of people were saying like it felt good to see, a black movie without the slavery and the injustices and all of that. Like I get that part. But come on, like I know it wasn't supposed to be nowhere near as good as the first one, but it could have at least came close. It could have at least been in the same category. It could have at least been in like top tier movies. It wasn't.
I feel like they was really reaching with the storyline and everything. It was a reach, and not only that, it was a reach with the cameos. Like I cut it off the first time when I seen In Vogue and Salt and Pepper. I'm like, yo, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it.
Yeah, the mom is what made the movies kind of like, huh? Like I chuckled a few times, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like Coming to America. Like I just think, yeah, we had high expectations. How could you not have high expectations on a movie as Coming to America? Like it's a classic. Like it's a black classic. So I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I'm probably not gonna watch it again. I
What
don't
does
know.
that even mean? It was good for COVID time. What?
Like saying like it's a feel good, like it's a pick me up. Like I think that's what they're saying because
No, hell
because of
no.
like singing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they was singing and they were
Bro, y'all no. Y'all giving it too much credit. Y'all giving it too
yeah,
much credit.
exactly. We waited so long for this movie. Like when we seen coming to like we was like, oh, but I knew from the trailer
It was
gonna
trash.
be it was trash. Like I'm sorry. Like mm-mm. Like I
Then y'all
don't.
still got my man Maurice working at McDowell's. Like really? Like my man ain't owning nothing now. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's what we doing.
I just was like, you know what? I ain't even about to do this with them. Like, it's enough for me. So, fuck that movie PG-13 and fuck product placement. Who's next? Damn, Joe. Like, so Jay, it wasn't that we wanted it to be like the first one, but damn, it could have been close. Like, it literally was like, really, that's what
Like, how did you
happened?
create a whole storyline out of a scene that we didn't even see. You're saying from the first, like he magically had this conversation with Leslie Jones, and he goes back to the crib, and they have, well, she rapes him,
and
so
a bull was coming at him, and that's what he. Like, dude, you don't remember a bull. Like, you knew that.
Let's stop it. Let's stop it.
It was just trash. It was a trash ass movie. I'm sorry. And if you liked it, cool. No problem. Like, it's good that it's made the money that it made, and it's, the numbers that it's gotten. Like, kudos. Great job. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
And y'all got to stop saying too, because people have an opinion about something. They're making it seem like they can't have an opinion about something. Like, stop that shit, man. Because I've seen a lot of y'all talking about, well, if y'all can make a better movie, make one. Man, shut the hell up.
It's not even about that. It ain't even about that. And it's just what we expect from who made it the first time. That's all. So, like, that's all I'm saying. The first movie was top tier. I get that it's times of COVID and they did what they did, but the storyline was just a little much for me.
And let me ask you, how is the old dude? Like, that don't even make sense.
I didn't hear what you said. You kind of cut out a little bit. Mo?
What's up?
All right, can y'all hear us? I think we kind of losing Mo because I can't hear him.
Can y'all hear me?
No. I'm not sure what happened. Hey, y'all. I guess it's just me right now. So this is odd. I don't know what happened to Mo, but we got some technical difficulties. 212s and an 86 Cutlass. Joe, don't start.
No.
You good?
Can y'all hear me?
You back? Okay. Welcome back. Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Ray.
So what's up? Is our guest in the building? Are we ready?
All right. Listen. Bing, there they go. There go one of them. I heard her backstage. Bing. So I think we should just get. Hi, Jessica. How are you? Can you say hello so we can test your sound? Jay, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome to Toast Up Tuesday.
Hi. It's like stuttering really bad. I can't hear me.
That's Mo's audio.
All right, guys.
You look cute.
Take me out, and I'm.
So while Mo gets his audio together, we're gonna hold it down until our other guests actually join us, who's gonna be Letitia. So if anybody doesn't know, if you want to introduce yourself and tell the people where you're from.
From Youngstown, from Jessica, or Jay on Clubhouse. That's pretty much it, from the east side, as you guys will find out.
Okay, the east side. I'm from the west side, but I'm from Warren, so of Warren. So it's a little different, west side and Warren, because what you just did about the east side of Youngstown, we do same thing here. So hopefully Mo gets his audio together, because what we're gonna do, Jay, is we're gonna have a conversation with you. We're gonna have a conversation with Letitia. Y'all gonna have a conversation with each other, and basically I have questions of my own. I'm gonna pick and choose on what I want to ask, but I got a lot of notes over here. And we're gonna make sure that we get to the nitty-gritty of what we really want to know, and we're gonna all be respectful. We're gonna all be ladies and be respectful and be, we're gonna stay on task here, and we're gonna put some shit to bed. Like that's
Yeah,
what we're
I'm
gonna
ready
do.
for that.
We're gonna put some shit to bed, and we also gonna make some things very clear, like crystal clear about what we do on Toast Up Tuesdays and what and how we all stick together and how we rep where we from.
Right.
No matter if it's Warren Youngstown, at the end of the day, it's all the same fucking thing. So
Agree.
I have no idea where Mo went. So Brandon, do you want to start with the guests? Brandon, so you will see the comments on the screen. You know how this
Yeah, I
goes with
know.
Toast
I
Up
read it.
Tuesday. And Brandon is crazy. And we got about 5 minutes before the other guests. And I hope Mo come back at
Yeah, I didn't
some
know I was
point.
gonna be like jumping in right now. Like it told me that I was in a waiting room, so I was cool. And then like I looked up and y'all could see me, and I was like, oh shit, oops.
Listen, I don't know if you did that or if production just put you in here so I ain't in here by myself
Yeah, because
because
I was
Mo
listening to it
acting.
on my other phone. I'm like, this isn't right. Like, why do I
Yeah.
just know?
So, and for the people that just tuned in, we're gonna basically bring you up to speed of why we're sitting down with Jessica, why we sitting down with Letitia, and why we're doing this, having this conversation, and it'll all make sense as soon as Mo bring his ass back. So, but thanks for coming on the show.
Of course, of
And
course.
I hate to have this awkward pause, but I really need to know what's going on with Mo.
It's all good.
So, if y'all could give us like 30 seconds, and I hope Mo ain't start doing no updates or nothing like that. Antoine, I wouldn't necessarily call it a Clubhouse Chronicle, and I think you should stick around and see why it's not. Because it's bigger than Clubhouse. It might have started there, but to me, it's a little bit bigger than that, and I think that's why Jessica here too. Like, it's just a conversation that need to be had. We just gonna keep it like that, and that's what we're gonna do. And if I gotta hold it down by myself, I'll hold it down by myself.
Am I supposed to be the only other person coming, or?
Yeah, no, she probably gonna pop up on the screen. You just happen to pop up on the screen early, so usually I don't know if we added you to the room. I don't have nothing to do with production, but yeah. So production, do we know what's going on with Mo? Have we talked to him? Cause yeah.
Sorry.
No, you cool. Oh, we hanging tight. So we hanging tight. So while we hanging, I'm about to tell y'all this weird ass story real quick. And it's awkward. So if y'all see me keep grabbing my hand and looking down, hold on, don't ask that yet, Janelle. I'm gonna ask her that next. But I've been picking with a scab for like a week, and today I've literally been picking with it for like an hour straight, and I can't stop touching it. So if y'all see me keep looking down and messing with my hand, tell me to stop because like it's not okay and it's not cute or cool. But somebody asked, "What's your sign?"
I'm a Cancer.
You're Cancer. Cancer are good people. I actually like Cancers. Y'all actually good-hearted people. Y'all crybabies, but
Yeah, a little bit.
y'all a little sensitive. You know what I'm saying? One of my best friends is a Cancer, and she is mellow.
What did he? I can't see it. I'm not
He's
bullshit.
he talk about some tickle bitties. I didn't even have to say that out loud. Like my bad. I didn't even have to repeat it because you couldn't see it. So okay, so I'll explain the situation for the people while we wait on, since that's what I'm told to do. And you can kind of help jump in because you were there, you were in the room. So it was a conversation on Clubhouse where Letitia and some other people um were in this room, and it was, what was the title of the room?
Um, Rate me or something like that. I don't know. I was pinged to it, and we went in there as a kind of a joke, I guess.
Okay, so the room was basically a rate me room. So people were able to raise their hand, get on the stage at Clubhouse, and the moderators would then rate these people. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with that being said, Jessica raised her hand. Jessica goes on stage, and Jessica was rated. The conversation happened, and now we're here to discuss that portion of what happened in the clubhouse room. But the reason why I'm kind of stalling on saying a lot of things, it kind of don't I don't want to take away from the question that I have for you, and I don't want to ask. I don't want you to repeat yourself, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to give Mo a little bit of time. So
there we go, Brian. That's exactly what it was.
So it was called "Rate Me: Black Women Are Delusional." So just so I'm clear, there were Black women as moderators in this room?
I want to say 3 or 4, and then there were 2 Black men.
And they were the moderators, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, of the room that was called Rate Me,
Black
Women Are Delusional.
Yep.
Okay, got it. So that's the part before we got here today on this here Tuesday. I wasn't aware of that was the name of the room. So thank you. Delusional. She got a lot to get off her chest tonight. I'm sure it's a lot of people that want to get things off of their chest, and that's why I ask for everybody to stay respectful and like everybody's adults, and we can get our point across by staying respectful. So I'm assuming that's a Mo jumping back in here. I'm hoping. So
Mo, can you hear?
I can hear.
All right. Mo, you good?
We're having some technical difficulties on our end right now. I apologize. So give me a few moments.
As long as we can hear you, that's fine. And you can work on that, what you're doing, but we can continue on with the show. But we can hear you just fine right now.
All right. So for everybody that's tuning in or whatever, so we had a conversation last week. For those who were tuned in. And we were talking about, I guess, Youngstown Dons, because it was a mention on a post. So this conversation, kind of came up, and it's not the same conversation. It was a room that Jessica got into. It was about rating yourself or whatever, I guess. So that kind of left. And this is kind of why we're here today, because it's an extended conversation of what we were talking about. And then also some things were also said too that we want to, bring to light and talk about. Is Letitia on too?
Letitia hasn't joined the stage yet. So Letitia's now a part of the interview as well. So Mo, are you still there?
I am.
Okay.
Can I just clear up one thing real quick before we actually get started? The title of the room was called "Rate Yourself. What dating lane do you think you're in?" That was the actual official title.
Say that again.
Rate yourself. What dating lane do you think you're in? Was the title of the room.
Okay, so it wasn't Rate Yourself, Black Women Are Delusional. It wasn't that.
No.
So where did that come from? Because I could have sworn that was in there too.
That was what when you asked why we did the room. That's what the host of the room responded to your question.
No, I read it.
Letitia, what we're asking is what was the actual, not what you guys were discussing in
the
room.
Title of the room, the actual title of the room was "Rate Yourself. What dating lane do you think you're in?" That was it.
Okay.
So okay, Letitia. So this room was about rating, I guess, yourself or whatever. So what was the measurements like of the rating scale as far as what was considered, that made you, I guess, from 1 to 10? What was it that you were rated on?
Well, let me start by saying the purpose of the room, which was actually just in fun and games. It wasn't something you could really take seriously, because we're all just giving our professional opinion. Nothing is fact here, but we are all dating professionals. We are all in a dating profession. So some of us are date coaches. I was the only matchmaker, and the other ladies host dating events for singles on Clubhouse. So this room was for the purpose of having a conversation with women who desire to be married, to be in a long-term commitment, or to be married, and to see if in actuality that how they were seeing themselves was in the same way that men were seeing them, would see them.
But
So
Gabe said that the reason for the room was because black women were delusional.
because at that time, here's the thing, I can't defend anything. I'm not here to defend or speak on anything that Gabe said. That's a question he has to answer for himself. But the purpose of the room in and of itself was for what I just said. Women and men, it actually was for women and men to get on stage, rate themselves, and then we would have an assessment and see if the rating between the moderators and the speaker would align, and see if actuality, if you're in the actual correct dating lane.
So is this? Let me ask. So is this, I guess, process part of y'all profession? Is this something that y'all do?
It's something in part. I don't rate on the rating scale, but something in part when it comes to my matchmaking business. Like I told you guys before, I do have to make sure that each candidate, each person who is signing up for my database has to have a certain aesthetic. But when it comes to the other people and their professions, I can't speak on what exactly how their process works.
So are you saying that for your clients and what they look for, you're an expert on that? When
Correct.
you're looking at somebody, you're saying the people that work for you, but not overall and in general. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is there is a societal standard, and we're giving what the societal standard is, a generality of what certain men are looking for. But again, it was all really tongue in cheek. It was nothing that you really should be taken seriously, because we said that at the very beginning of the room, that this is just our opinion. This is just fun and games. If you are sensitive, don't come up on stage.
So what I'm asking you is, how are you actually giving advice? Like, what gives you the credibility to become an expert? Like, listen, hold on. Let me set the tone of the room real quick. Hold on, real quick. Like, we're all gonna speak, and like we're not gonna talk over each other or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So my question to you is, how do you feel like what was happening in that audio that I heard? Now, again, I wasn't in the room. I'm talking about what I heard. Okay, let's make that clear. Do you feel that that's what you were doing, was giving professional advice to somebody, or do you feel that that's what was happening?
The room wasn't about to give professional advice per se. It really was just a room that was basically tongue in cheek, fun and silly, and just having fun. And yeah, that particular section went left.
So, but that's what I'm saying though. I asked you a question, and I said, never before I go there, what makes a person a Youngstown 8? Let's talk about that. What makes a person a Youngstown 8?
Well, she's beautiful. She's very attractive. That's what makes her a Youngstown 8.
But based on what? Like what makes her attractive?
Because she's attracted to. I'm pretty sure she's attracted to a lot of men in Youngstown.
But that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, why only men in Youngstown? Why wouldn't she be attractive to a man in California or Miami?
Because those men like a certain aesthetic, and she doesn't fit that aesthetic.
So what is the aesthetic?
Those men pretty much like very slim, slender women who are actually not who. Let me see. How can I? First off, you have to be a certain size. Those men do like women of a certain size.
You have to be what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Those men do look like women of a certain size, right? And you have to have a certain aesthetic.
But that's what I'm asking you. What is that? What is it exactly? Because you're saying that you're giving people advice on this aesthetic. Like, what is the aesthetic?
I'm not giving people advice on an aesthetic. I'm just saying that according to societal standards and region, right? In different regions, men are going to want women to look a certain way. So in California, they're going to want you to look like a supermodel. Same thing with New York City, Atlanta, Miami, Dallas. They want you to look like a supermodel. Not a plus-size model, but a supermodel. You have to be, for the most part, a size 4, 6 and under. 6 is a safe number, but a size 4 and under.
Okay,
but
so
she's a beautiful girl. we're not in Ohio. Youngstown is not located in California, Atlanta, or any of those other regions. So I gave her a rating based off the fact that I'm pretty sure a lot of men in Youngstown are very attracted to her, highly
So,
attracted.
but you're saying, so just so I'm clear, and Jess, I'm about to come to you really quick. What you're saying is, so she's not as attractive in other places.
I'm not saying she's not attractive in other places. I'm saying the men more than likely wouldn't find her as attractive as the other women in those regions. No, they wouldn't.
So hold on. All right. So Jessica, what do you have to say about all of this? Because ultimately, you went in that room, and is it fair to say that you knew what you were signing up for? Correct.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And did you do it to kind of troll them a little bit?
Yeah, not in like a malicious way, not to be like, not to, I never would have like been on some like going there calling names or like saying the stuff that they said about me to them. That's not what I went in there for. It was actually a group effort. It was kind of a thing, like they were like, oh, we should all go into this room. And so we went in there and I raised my hand just being funny. I'm like, I'm in my group chat and I'm like, y'all, I'm gonna go up there. And they're like, go ahead. And I got kicked. And so I went up or whatever, and they were like, oh, just say that you're, by the way, if you ever hear the audio, like I had said, like I'm poly, and I said some other things, like people were giving me like things to say. That wasn't true. But we went in there honestly to kind of, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you guys, so it's fair to say that you guys were literally saying whatever you felt about these people. And it was kind of like a tearing down thing. No matter what I could have said, you guys were tearing people down. There were women in there that were beautiful, drop dead gorgeous, like perfect. And you were calling them like 5s and 6s. Like, it was ridiculous. And it was like, it was kind of shocking. So that's why I went in there. She's calling me, what she say, I'm a pretty girl, a Youngstown 8 is a pretty girl, whatever. But you guys then said a Youngstown 8 is a 3 anywhere else. So let's just keep that real.
Let's just keep it real, because you didn't hear that come out of my mouth.
You agreed with this, sweetheart.
I was barely in, and I was barely on audio because I was having connection problems. But in truth, I actually was trying to defend you. Because
but not to cut you off, I was talking, so let me finish, please. So you underhandedly made comments towards me from the jump. Like when you first asked me where I was from, it was actually agreed that I wouldn't even say I was from Youngstown. So you got it out of me, and then as soon as I said from Youngstown, you're like, oh, what part? And I'm like, the east side, and you're like, oh, should have known. And I kind of like, okay.
Yeah, like what did you mean by that? Like you should have known. Like what by her saying that, like what information did you gather from that?
You're of Hispanic descent, correct?
And that's why I made the comment, right? Like, that's kind of racist, but okay.
That's not racist.
Okay. So that actually,
I grew up, hold on, let me finish. I grew up in Youngstown. Okay, I'm from Youngstown. You're from the east side. And that's not a racist comment. That's just simply saying, oh, okay, you're from the east side because you're of Hispanic descent. Everybody in Youngstown knows and understands that majority of Hispanics live on the east side of Youngstown, Ohio. Is that a lie?
No, it's not. But here's the thing.
So it's not a lie, correct? I just want to make sure that I heard you correct when you said that wasn't a lie.
Okay, so listen, I wouldn't have taken it any type of way had you not continued the way you had. And I said that earlier in a clubhouse room. That was your first shot at me. Now, the thing is, I have thick skin, whatever. I don't really care. I know I'm not ugly. That's just not, like, I'm not upset about that. What I was upset about was how you kind of alley-ooped it for your little friends to come in and dog me. And then I heard the audio from after you guys blocked me. And it was like, it was crazy. Like, y'all really just took it there for somebody that you didn't know. Like, had I been someone else with like low self-esteem, that's my issue. Had I been someone else with low self-esteem, you don't know how you make people feel. And that was really fucked up, honestly.
Okay, but you came on stage, correct?
Nah, bro.
You raised your hand.
No, you guys literally dragged me for asking.
You raised your hand and you came on stage. Am I not correct?
You guys dragged me for asking him where his picture was.
Did you not?
Oh no, listen, I'm okay with it. You can say what you want to, because I wasn't upset
about
that. Can you
answer my question, please? Did you not raise your hand?
Yes, I sure did.
Okay, so you raised your hand. You knew what you were signing up for. It was the room literally stated raise yourself. And now you're saying, okay, well, I did it as a troll. Okay, so you already came on stage with an agenda. and you already knew exactly what it is that you had planned and made up in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you keep saying y'all, but what exactly did I say to you? Besides the fact, besides the fact that I said that you're from, I could tell you from the east side, and I'm paraphrasing, that I could tell you from the east side, and then I said you're 8. What else did I say besides that?
You then allowed him, you not only allowed him, you encouraged him to go ahead and classify that 8 as a 3 anywhere else. You basically you equated it. You then started talking about Youngstown men, and you started that. Honestly, you started that. So you immediately said, "So what kind of guy are you looking for? Because I know Youngstown men, there ain't no really good guys out there. They ain't getting no money."
That's not what I said.
Yes, I listened to the video again
That's
right
not
before
what
I
I said,
got.
but I can repeat what I
I
said.
just want to let you know, literally everyone in the comments has heard the entire recording.
What I actually said was, I said, what type of guy you want? How much money does he have to have? You stated it's not about money. And the one moderator got excited because he was like, that's a good thing. What you don't understand is, I understand what he didn't understand was in Youngstown, it doesn't really have to be about money because the cost of living in that city is very, very low, especially compared to where I live now. The houses in the neighborhood where I live, on average, over $300,000. You won't see that in Youngstown. That's not me talking down on Youngstown. That's me stating a fact. Because there are too many women, there are too many men who would use what you said as an example against women and try to gaslight women into believing that relationships and marriage, money shouldn't even be a factor. Money is a factor because in this country, you can't live anywhere without money. So they would have took what you said and ran with it. So I felt like I needed to correct the record and state no, because she's in Youngstown. She doesn't have to really be too concerned about money because you can live comfortably. And I started off by saying 20,000, but you were like, no, not 20. And then I thought, and I'm like, you know what? This is the 21st century, so let me correct myself. 30 to 40,000, you can live comfortably in Youngstown. Can you not live on $30 to $40,000 in Youngstown? And I did not say the men in Youngstown weren't good. You said that. And I said, I didn't say they weren't good. I simply said there aren't no baller shot callers up there.
No,
and that's an
and then you said
opinion
not
though.
legally.
Compared to where I live, there aren't that many 6-7 figures that you can throw a rock and find.
But what does this have to do with her being a Youngstown 8? Like you took the opportunity, Letitia, to take this opportunity to run and start shitting on an entire city that you were born and raised in. So that's the issue that I have. So before I go there, like I asked you a question. I said, do you feel as though what was being said in that room was okay? You blocked me after this conversation for whatever reason. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I'm asking you a question. Do you feel like what Gabe was saying in that room was okay?
Why do I have to sit here and answer for another grown man?
I'm
Why
not.
didn't
That's
you
but Letitia, the thing is, sweetheart,
me,
I'm not asking you.
You are asking me.
No, I'm not. I'm not asking you.
Do you think what she said in queer bashing was okay?
We had the conversation. I do understand why he was triggered. I do understand we was triggered, but at some point, what he was saying, I asked you, do you feel as though, I'm asking literally a yes or no question, do you feel as though what this man said to her in this room and other women is okay? That's the question.
Okay, what exactly do you mean? In my ask, do I feel what he said is okay? Are you saying specifically to Jessica? Because he didn't say anything like that to anyone else.
Based on what I heard,
can y'all hear me?
Yes, Ma, we can. Based on what I heard, okay, listen to what I'm saying. Based on what I heard, the Minecraft, the blubber, all of, do you feel as though that was okay to be said? Are you okay with that?
Matter of okay or not. He came at her.
Okay.
He came at her. He came back at her, and that was that.
Okay.
All right. So, let me hold on. Let me jump in here real quick. So I'm not I don't want this to be a one-sided situation because that's not what we brought our guest Letitia on here for. But also too, Letitia, I guess you have to explain, the whole Youngstown 8 thing because it's like this. So if you consider yourself a Youngstown 8 or 10, would you be that anywhere else you go?
No, I would not. And I really don't even consider myself an 8 or 10. I was being, again, tongue in cheek. and I was being funny.
Mhm.
Absolutely not. There is no way I would consider myself an 8 or a 10 in Youngstown or anywhere else where I live. And I gave my rating last week on the show that we did previously.
And what was that rating?
That rating, I'm not going to put my rating out there, but I
Okay.
definitely didn't rate myself an 8 or a 10 or 8, 9
Okay.
or a 10.
So
Okay.
Letitia, I just need to know, as far as with how you sometimes handle yourself and your image, as far as being polished and professional. Do you think that this room was kind of beneath you to be engaged in?
No, I do not.
No.
No.
So you don't think that that was bad for business as far as being on brand? Because what if this is a young lady that may have wanted your services, and to see you partake in this, that could have been something that chased her away.
She's not my demographic though.
How do
So
you know that?
because I know what my demographic is as far as my services go.
Can I ask a question?
Okay. Okay.
So demographic, what can you explain what your demographic is?
For my business? No, because
Yes.
we're not here to discuss my business. You asked me a question and I answered it.
This isn't gonna go anywhere.
Okay, so I have a question. Why does Youngstown, Ohio need to kiss your ass?
Because there was absolutely no need for anything that I said. First off, I'm from Youngstown. Even if I did have an opinion that was personal and egregious to Youngstown, that's my opinion. I can say whatever I want to say. I'm a grown woman. I'm an adult. I have my own autonomy. I'm entitled to my own opinion. So if I want to say something about Youngstown, I have that right.
But
So
I'm asking, why do you feel that way?
I'm getting that way. So when people are tagging me in a post, and then not only that, but the bashing comments. So yeah, I came back in a room and I said, yeah, and I said what I said.
So what about when you guys bashed me after you blocked me and I couldn't defend myself?
There was no, well, I don't know who. I thought you left.
You literally called me a sea walrus.
No, I
I'm
didn't.
sorry, I saw that. You didn't call me that.
$2.
You didn't call me that, but you then giggled. I definitely listened to it again before I got on here. You did not stand up for Youngstown like the claim you said. Like I'm reading the comments and they're reminding me of stuff that was said. And like you're literally switching everything around. You literally said that there are no baller shot callers not legal.
Yes, I did say that. I didn't switch anything around. I admit I said there were no baller shots. You said that I said there weren't no good guys in Youngstown.
I said there are some good guys out here, and you said
I
not
didn't-
legally, anyways.
No, that's not even
along those lines.
That's not what I said.
So Letitia, can I ask this? As far as your business goes, when it comes to matchmaking, is Youngstown not a demographic that you can service?
No, I can't. Tried
Why
it.
can't you?
Didn't work out because I tried it. Didn't work out.
So is that the reason that you're is fuck Youngstown, because your business wasn't successful
No,
in Youngstown?
No, I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
Well,
said,
is that the reason why Youngstown can kiss your ass? I'm sorry.
No, the reason why I said what I said because I was upset that I was being tagged in something and this was being all blown out of proportion because I couldn't understand. First off, little old me, I don't know. Nobody knows me in Youngstown for the most part. I don't know them. I don't know anybody. No one knows me. So even if I was to say something like, I don't like Youngstown, didn't like living there, I can't understand for the life of me, why did this blow up like it did?
But do you understand that you said it on a public platform, and just the way you said that, we're allowed to speak on what you said because you said it publicly. That's just called social media. So the fact that you keep saying like you were being attacked, no, we're doing exactly what we're doing right now. And then when I came to you, in a way, because you kept saying y'all could have came to me, and when I did come to you, you blocked me. And then what you tried to do was belittle the show. That, come on, Letitia, let's be honest, you showed a lot of love to Ted, but now because you have 6,000 followers on Clubhouse, you're now trying to look as if you're above someone else, and that's the part that bothers me, because what you're doing is acting as if you're above Tut, and that's not the case. You're doing just as well as everybody else in Youngstown. Like,
So
at the end of the day,
Let her
like,
go.
you live somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so this is where this is coming from, actually, and I kind of figured this is what this is about, but I've never, ever talked down on Toast Up Tuesdays, never, ever said anything bad about Toast Up Tuesdays. Not publicly, not privately. So where you got that from, I don't know. But as far as blocking you, I blocked several people that I used to be friends with on Facebook because I don't engage in the messiness. I saw the comments. No one came to me in my inbox You have my number, Lauren.
It was public though.
You didn't.
At the
However
end of
you
the,
feel, I don't operate that way.
but I
The-
wasn't being
Somebody
disrespectful to
came
you.
to me. Somebody could have came to me in my inbox. You have my phone number.
But I don't have your phone number.
Hey, listen.
We
I'm
text.
going to respectfully listen. This is what we're going to do. I don't, I appreciate the guests coming on here. I just don't feel like this is going anywhere. I thought that this would be able to, we can have a conversation. Not saying that this has been a disrespectful conversation, but I feel like,
It's just not going anywhere.
Letitia, I respect what you're doing, as far as your business, and I don't want this to be, any bad light on what you got going on. And Jessica, we wanted you to come on here, to have a conversation to try to hash this out with Letitia or talk about it, But I just feel like that we're gonna go in circles, and this ain't what I'm trying to do. So, I want to just go ahead and cut this conversation and thank our guests for coming on. I'm sorry it couldn't work out, but thank you, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Yeah, man, had to cut that short, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man, people are going to have their own opinions. People are going to say what they want to say, and do what they want to do. Yeah.
So what I'm gonna say is, and this is gonna be my final thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not from Youngstown. I'm from Warren, but to me, it's close enough. So I'm gonna shout out to Warren, Ohio, born and raised. I rep where I'm from all the time. I'm a 10 in Warren. I'm a 10 in Youngstown. I'm a 10 anywhere. So I just want to say that. And so all the ladies out there, y'all 10 wherever y'all go. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't let nobody tell you what you are, what you ain't. Be you. Stand in your truth. Be beautiful. I don't care if you're 400 pounds, 40 pounds. You the shit to me. So that's where I'm gonna leave that on, and that's just where it is. Cause so.
I mean, and at the end of the day, Letitia has a right to take her business wherever she wants, and maybe, listen, Youngstown isn't her market, and she may find success somewhere else, or whatever.
Shout out to all the people in Warren, Youngstown that's helping me eat. Let me say that. You know what I'm saying? Mo, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I just got hyped real quick. My bad. Let's shift the energy, man, before we end this. We ain't about to end on no crazy ass note. Before we get up out of here, we want to know where y'all watching from. Where you from? I'm repping West Side, Warren, Ohio, born and raised. Hey, West Side.
We doing roll call right now?
Roll call. Let's get it. Where y'all holler? North Side, stand up. Okay. Where y'all from? Brooklyn in the building.
They in here tonight.
Kentucky in the building. Where we at? I know we got Youngstown and Warren in this building. I better see yo up and down. Downtown, Houston, Texas, Atlanta in the building.
What's happening in Atlanta?
Man. Youngstown, Boardman, Eastside, La La Land, LA, baby, Youngstown to Tennessee. I love it. Let's go. We in the building.
Make sure y'all asses in here every week. Like y'all in here tonight. Make sure y'all asses in here every week.
I love, baby. Look at that. Youngstown is in the building. Warren in the building. You already know we all dimes, baby. Some bad ones too.
Hey, make sure y'all share this too. You know what it is.
Share this. Warren raised me. ATL pays me. I like that, Mo. I like that.
What we got? Make sure y'all go over to our Facebook page, like that. Instagram, we over on YouTube Live. Make sure y'all subscribe and all of that.
Boop, boop, boop.
I would say meet us at Clubhouse, but you know what?
I ain't going to Clubhouse tonight.
Because y'all know what? Nah, let me say this shit, man. We heard y'all, we heard, no, you know what? Never mind, man. Y'all ain't got love for Lauren and I over there. We heard it.
I don't give a fuck because I'm still showing up every Tuesday and I'm going to a Clubhouse after this. It's all love. Y'all fuck with us. We fuck with y'all. We know what it is. If y'all got questions, though, just ping me to the room next time, though. Make sure I'm in that room beforehand, before y'all start. You get what I'm saying? But if you got anything to say to me, always, you can hit me up. You can do whatever.
Man.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
I ain't with that pussy shit, man.
No. Don't. We ain't about to get messy on this here show. We ain't about to get here messy. If you got something to say, listen, just holla at me. That's it. That's all we saying. Just holler at me. I don't know what was going on. I just getting text messages like, I think you need to be on Clubhouse. So I hopped in the room and I hopped here right on time.
Because
And
if anybody got anything to say about me and my business, you're saying you can always holler at me.
hey, big fella, what you just saying? We ain't about to do this on
Because I'm a big step. Nah, man. Nah, don't play with me. Yo, put some respect on my name. Don't play with me.
Woo, okay,
And that's for anybody. I don't care who you are. Don't play with me.
Listen, ain't nobody about to play with nobody. Not Lauren Michelle.
Because when I come in the room, niggas want to be quiet when I come in the room. Niggas want to be quiet when I come in the room, but they have a lot to say when I'm not.
Listen. Okay, so what I'm going to say is we don't do mess on tut. That ain't what we do. We ain't going to start. That's the rule for now, then, and forever. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what just happened. But, listen. Come on. You already know what it is.
Man,
you
get me off this live, man. We out, bro. We out. Get me off this live. I'm out.